Hello and welcome to Daily Prelims Practice. Here we take up MCQs based on important articles from the Hindu and the Indian Express. Topics which we are going to cover today are displayed on your screen. Let's begin the discussion. Now let's start our session with our first question, which is based on this article which appeared on page 1 in the Hindu newspaper. Context is that raccoon stealer and information stealing malware was used to target 8 central government entities including central paramilitary forces and the income tax department. And this raccoon stealer malware is available as malware as a service, that is MAS. Now why we have taken question based on this? Because UPSC has been asking question based on awareness in the IT field. Like this question based on software as a service came in year 2022. So here we have curated practice question based on MAS, and in this question you have to identify correct statements. The first statement is MAS aims at providing technical support for malware removal. Now you should remember that malware as a service is a type of cybercrime model where malware is offered for sale or rent by cyber criminals as a service to other hackers or malicious actor on the internet. These services typically are available on the dark web. They are purchased to carry out various malicious activities such as stealing sensitive information, disrupting computer system, or encrypting data and demanding a ransom to unlock it. So with this, our first statement is incorrect. And with this, you can easily eliminate option A and option D. Now let's come to the second statement. It enhances cyber security measures and promotes ethical hacking. Now, in this model, individuals or groups with little or no technical expertise can gain access to sophisticated and powerful malware tools and services, enabling them to launch cyber attack without needing to develop or maintain their own malware, thus making it easier for cyber criminals to launch attacks and evade detection. So with this, our second statement is incorrect. So with this, you can eliminate option B. Now let's come to the last statement, and that is your answer. Under the model, software is provided on a subscription or pay-per-use basis. Now MAS operates in a similar way to legitimate software as a service models, where software or malware is provided on a subscription or pay-per-use basis. So this third statement is correct. So here correct answer is option C, that is 3 only. Answer of this PYQ is option D. Now let's come to the next question, which is based on this article, and context is that India has been elected to the highest statistical body of the United Nations. Now UPSC has been asking question based on important bodies or committees related to United Nations. This question based on United Nations Credentials Committee came in year 2022. So here we have curated practice question based on United Nations Statistical Commission. And in this you have to identify correct statements. The first is, it has developed fundamental principles of official statistics which was later endorsed by United Nations General Assembly, that is UNGA. Now fundamental principles of official statistics were developed and adopted by the Conference of Europe Statisticians in year 1991, which were subsequently adopted in 1992 at the ministerial level by the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe. In year 1994, these principles were adopted by United Nations Statistical Commission, and United Nations General Assembly has endorsed the fundamental principles of official statistics in year 2014. So with this, our first statement is incorrect. Now let's come to the second statement. Member countries of the Commission are elected by United Nations Economic and Social Council. Now Commission consists of 24 member countries of the United Nations, and these member countries are elected by United Nations Economic and Social Council. So with this, our second statement is correct. As second statement is correct, you can eliminate option A, option C. Now let's come to the last statement. The term of office of member countries is 3 years. Now this statement is incorrect because term of office of members is 4 years. So here our correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Answer of this PYQ is option A. Now our next question is based on this article, and context is that expert panel suggests translocating Tusker to Parambikulam Reserve. Now UPSC has been asking question based on important conservation areas like this question based on Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve came in year 2019. So let's come to the practice question. In this question, you have to identify the correct sequence of the following tiger reserves as one proceeds from south to north. Let's solve this question with the help of map. So now if you move from south to north, the first is Kalakan Mundanturai Tiger Reserve. It is located in southwestern Ghat mountain rainforest in Tamil Nadu, and it is the second largest protected areas in Tamil Nadu, and it is part of Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve. Next you can see is Periyar Tiger Reserve. It is located in western Ghats of Kerala. Two main rivers, Pamma and Periyar, drain the reserve. It is also being considered as the habitat of the elusive Nilgiri tahir. Now, as you can see, next is Parambikulam Tiger Reserve. It is located in Palakkad district of Kerala, and it lies in between the Annamalai Hills and Neliyampati Hills of southern western Ghats. It has been declared by the UNESCO World Heritage Committee as World Heritage Site. And the last one is Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. It is in the Nilgiri mountains in Tamil Nadu. It shares boundaries with the state of Karnataka and Kerala. It is drained by the river Moyar. So the correct sequence is, first is Kalakan Mundanturai Tiger Reserve, then next is Periyar Tiger Reserve, then next is Parambikulam Tiger Reserve, and the last is Mudumalai National Park. So here the correct answer is option D, that is 4321. Answer of this PYQ is option A. Now our next question is based on this article, and context of this article is that in a rare order, Central Information Commission has overruled the decision of Central Reserve Police Force, that is CRPF, claiming exemption from disclosure of information sought under the Right to Information Act 2005. And the panel has directed the Chief Public Information Officer to share details of the court of inquiry constituted to investigate the circumstances that led to the death of Assistant Commandant of the CRPF who was posted in Kashmir in the year 2019. Now UPSC has been asking questions based on various non-constitutional and non-statutory bodies including NHRC and Quality Council of India. As you can see, this question came in year 2017. So let's come to the practice question, and in this question you have to identify incorrect statements with reference to Central Information Commission. The first statement is, it shall consist of a Chief Election Commissioner and not more than 5 Information Commissioners. Now one thing you should know, that CIC was constituted under the provision of Section 12 of RTI Act 2005, and CIC shall consist of Chief Election Commissioner and such number of Central Information Commissioners not exceeding 10 as may be deemed necessary. So with this our first statement is incorrect. Now let's come to the second statement. CIC, that is Chief Information Commissioner, is appointed by Prime Minister on the recommendation of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Now Chief Election Commissioner and other commissioners are appointed by President on the recommendation of a committee which consists of Prime Minister, who shall be the chairperson of the committee, then leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, and a union cabinet minister to be appointed by the Prime Minister. So with this, statement 2 is incorrect. Now the last statement is, Chief Information Commissioner is removed in the same manner as the judge of the Supreme Court. Now Chief Information Commissioner or any Information Commissioner shall be removed from his office only by the order of the President on the ground of proved misbehavior or incapacity. So ground is same for Chief Information Commissioner and Judge of Supreme Court. But removal can be done only after the inquiry report of the Supreme Court on a reference made to it by the President. So here grounds are similar but manner is not same. So with this, statement 3 is incorrect. So all the statements are incorrect. So our answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3. Answer of this PYQ is option C. Now our next question is based on this article, and context of this article is that Reserve Bank of India has allowed operations of pre-sanctioned credit lines at banks through UPIs. Now UPSC has been asking questions based on important aspects related to Indian economy. Now this question based on Unified Payment Interface came in year 2017. So here we have curated practice question based on the same theme. Now the first statement is, UPI offers 3-factor authentication for mobile payments. Now this statement is incorrect because UPI offers 2-factor authentication. The first factor of authentication is device binding and the second factor is the UPI PIN. Now the second statement is it eliminates the need to store pairs credentials. Now by using a single unique identifier, it offers anonymity to the payee as well as eliminates the need to store pairs credentials like credit card number, bank account details, etc. So with this our second statement is correct. Now the last statement is it promotes financial inclusion. Now UPI will enable customers not having net banking, debit cards and credit cards to pay digitally, thus promoting financial inclusion. So our third statement is correct. So here correct answer is option B, that is 2 and 3 only. Answer of this PYQ is option A. Now our last question is based on this article which appeared on page number 17 in the Indian Express. Context is that as much as rupees 40,700 crores sanctioned to over 0.18 million accounts, that is 1.8 lakh accounts, under the government's flagship Stand Up India scheme during the last 7 years since its inception. Now UPSC has been asking questions based on important schemes like this question which came in year 2018 based on Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. So here we have taken a practice question based on Stand Up India scheme. The first statement is the scheme is anchored by Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is MSME. Now this statement is incorrect because this scheme is anchored by Department of Financial Services under Ministry of Finance. Now the second statement is loan under this scheme is available for both green and brownfield projects. Now this statement is incorrect because loans under the scheme is available only for greenfield projects. Now greenfield signifies in this context the first time venture of the beneficiary in the manufacturing or services or trading sector. Now the last statement is under the scheme loans would be provided to SCs, STs or women entrepreneurs who are above the age of 18 years. Now this statement is correct. Stand Up scheme facilitates bank loans between 10 lakh and rupees 1 crore to at least one SC, one STs or at least one woman borrower per bank branch for setting up a greenfield enterprise. So here our correct answer is option B, that is 1 and 2 only. Answer of this PYQ is option C.